Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, emergency video on Without a Crystal Ball and Tati Westbrook and their defamation lawsuit coming to a close. So I jumped on here so fast that Penelope does not have her face on and I don't have my face on. So I'm looking haggard as hell. I do not care because I wanted to go ahead and get this together for y'all and throw it at y'all and get it up sooner than later. So sorry if it's all disheveled here, but we've got some stuff to share here. So I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we usually take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful, so if you're down with that, join the family here. We'd love to have you. And in addition to subscribing and clicking the notification bell and all of that kind of stuff, you can become a member of the Perk Squad if you would like to for 5 extra perks, such as exclusive videos and video shout outs. And so I'm going to look up the very first Perk Squad member I see here in my comments so I can give a shout out. Shout out to you, Nicole Myers. Shout out to you. And in fact, your comment is the one that brought on this video today, because you wrote, you were right again. KJ just uploaded a video saying that Clark Swanson was feeding her information, and Emily D. Baker was right too. Shout out to Emily D. Baker. I think a lot of us were right, so thank you, Nicole, and awesome. Yes, I'm making this video because of your comment, so shout out to you. Yep, if you want to be a member of the Perk Squad, join button is down below or a link in the description box, and you can have video shout outs, exclusive videos, and things of that nature too. So here is footage. I'm going to be giving footage here. This first video I made was way back on November 6th of 2020. November 6th. This was when, first of all, I had done a reading on Tati saying, uh-oh, something bad's coming. Then boom, she ended up getting sued by a business partner, Clark Swanson. So that came true. Then in this reading, at this time, everybody was like, oh my God, Clark said all of this horrible crap about Tati. All this horrible stuff about Tati is true, and he's a saint for bringing it all to light. And in this reading, I'm looking at myself on the phone right here. I was finding, maybe Clark Swanson's not telling the whole truth. Maybe there's some weird stuff going on here. And so the first clips that you're about to see are from that reading way back when everybody was on Clark Swanson's side. Me kind of saying, hey, it may not be as it seems right now for him versus Tati. And then you're going to see different clips later on where I'm talking specifically about Tati Westbrook and Without a Crystal Ball. So that first bit, you're going to see me talking about Tati and Clark. Then the second few clips, you're going to see me talking about Tati and Without a Crystal Ball. And it's interesting because we kept getting cards that look like, who is this person? Somebody is kind of associating themselves, feeding information, some kind of connection here between KJ and Clark Swanson. That's weird, and that's before anybody had speculated that. Then we get our badass lawyer, Emily D. Baker, and she was like, yeah, I think there could be a connection there. And she really was kind of the person who brought that possibility, that potential to light. And so she had seen my reading and she was like, oh my gosh, your reading is in line with what I was just telling people too. And so we were all like, same page, same team, what? And it was crazy. And now today, KJ released a video saying, in no uncertain terms, very clearly, name dropped and everything, said Clark Swanson was feeding me information on the Westbrooks and and to benefit him to his own gain, because he was building something against them and he wanted to have something out there to make him look good. In no uncertain terms did she just say that. And so here are the clips too of the things that look like he and KJ were connected that were coming up in my tarot readings. Again, we're talking back long time ago, back in November of 2020. So before all this stuff. So here's the predictions from way back when. They're coming true. This is always great for tarot readers like myself, because a lot of times we'll give predictions and people will be like, oh, we don't know about those predictions. And it's like, give it time to come true. Give it some time, sugar. It'll come true. And then boom, here we go. I only waited, half a year for this? By the way, there's also a video on my channel that showed that I had predicted that the Tati without a crystal ball defamation lawsuit would not make it to court, and it didn't make it to court. They just had mediation and settled outside of court. So that was another one of my predictions. So there's a whole slew of them. There's a lot. I'm starting to make proof videos because there are too many things coming true to keep track of. I'm starting to make proof videos. I have started a playlist on that. I'm behind on needing to try to find out all the times things have come true. I don't even know if I have the time and ability to go back that far and figure it all out. But here you go. Here it is. Take a look and tell me what you think about it. And if you would like a private reading with me, all the info on that is down below. So here you go. Clips. Over here, in terms of the receipts, this Six of Cups is a very karmic card. This card is kind of a what goes around comes around card. What you reap is, or what you sow is what you reap, or whatever, you know, those kind of phrases, those adages. Apply that to this card in a karmic sense. This Judgment card here is saying that people are going to get judged for what they have done. So they're going to get held accountable for what they've done. And this is on all sides. But it shows that accountability is coming. Things are coming to present themselves. So even more than what we've already seen now, further stuff is going to come out of this. Here we see the Two of Cups in reverse, which is a burning a bridge, broken relationships. And I'm telling you, in this exact pile, this lower left-hand corner, in the very first Tati reading I ever did, back when she was missing for like a week or two on social media, and before all of the videos about Jeffrey and Shane and all of that started coming out, I was getting stuff on this pile about her burning a bridge in relationships and something happening with business, and her having to kind of walk away from something that she was doing, which we assumed meant YouTube. And then boom, here we go. She hasn't really been on YouTube at all. And so it very well could still be for that. But here we see burning of bridges and having some issues. And here's the Aquarius cards. Remember, Tati is an Aquarius. This is her signifier here. So it's talking about a burning of bridges, but with her card being upright, that's actually very interesting to see. So let me pull another one on this. Ooh, okay. That's what I'm wondering. See, with her card being in the upright position, that means that she actually in some ways, had some better intentions than the worst of what people are saying about her, allegedly. So there's a lot of things being said about her, right now and by other people. And it looks like though we've had plenty of readings on Tati that says her hands aren't clean, it does here look like it's not all that bad either. In terms of her contributions to some of these things, that it's not all bad. When I get this Devil card in reverse, this means that she was trying to kind of push away from situations that she thought were bad or negative or this or that. So in some ways, some of what went on here seems like it was not as nefarious as some of the extremists might say that it is. Again, not saying that her hands are clean, because in our previous readings that we've looked into, there was a lot there, okay? So I ain't saying that, but I am seeing that it's not as nefarious as what some people were saying. And what we see here with the Seven of Cups in reverse, this is that things are not what they seem. So there are things going on here that we might be led to believe a certain thing right now, and it's actually not what it looks like. So this is kind of making it seem like whatever we've been presented is not all completely true. There's some elements of people, kind of smudging the truth a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And over here, we can really see that, because here's the Emperor card in reverse, and my intuition is telling me to read this as Clark Swanson, the one who is initiating the suit against Tati. Suit against Tati. Lord. First of all, I can't speak English anyway because of the damn southern accent, and then second of all, I'm worse today. That'll teach you to only eat raw cookie dough for breakfast. That's what I've done. It's my fault. So, Emperor card in reverse, here he is. For him to be in the reverse position, y'all, means that he actually doesn't have as good of intentions as he's trying to come off as. So this is saying that he's trying to come off as, oh, I'm this business partner who's been wronged by these greedy, malicious, terrible people, and I've, this, that, and the other, woe is me, you should rally with me against those terrible people. It's like, it's him putting that out there, and his perspective and way of doing it is more inflammatory than the actual truth. For him to be here like this. Here we get the Knight of Swords in reverse. Again, swords a lot of times are talking about truth, of talking about clarity. And with this being in the reverse, he's not telling a complete truth and a complete clear picture here. He's painting something that is not only one-sided, but is one-sided in a way that allegedly is actually kind of misleading. He is not coming from a holier-than-thou place, from what I'm seeing here. This mofo is playing some games here a little bit. Oh, my LaCroix. Limoncello, another Peter Mon thing. This is his favorite kind. This isn't my favorite kind, but I tried it because of him. Alrighty. So, that's interesting, y'all. I wonder if that's going to come out. It seems that since we keep getting presented these legal documents, it seems that when the time comes for Tati and James to answer back to the complaint that Clark Swanson set forth, we'll probably see a whole different side of the picture that will make us start to side-eye some of the things that Clark said, or some of the ways that he said them that could come off misleading. Because that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing something here being not exactly what it seems, a little bit misleading. I'm going to pull an extra card on each of these two. Ooh. Which means another extra card on each of these two. Okay. So, over here, I see that emotionally, Clark has actually, and this is just alleged, not to be taken as fact, just a girl playing with the cards, but allegedly, Clark has done some emotionally manipulative things, because I get this Knight of Cups in reverse and the Page of Cups upright, emotional immaturity. So he's actually doing some sort of emotionally manipulative things. He's actually playing to manipulation in a way that it's like, okay, if you have a case that has some strength to it already, why are you getting your hands this dirty? Like, what are you going for here? So it's like he's not super innocent here. He's pulling some manipulative things here is what I'm seeing. That doesn't mean, once again, that Tati and James haven't done wrong. Because obviously, if they were, super good and super in the clear, I wouldn't be seeing this up here. But again, I'm just wanting to say what I see down here about him. And I'm just reading the cards as they are. Gotta say, because there are some secrets here. So there are some things that Clark wouldn't want people to know because it wouldn't look good for him. It would make him look... I don't want to, reduce it down to say, oh, it'll make him look petty. Because I know when this is businesses involved, these are people's livelihoods. It's not just petty. But you get what I'm saying? That there would be some kind of an element here that would be giving him the side eye and being like, okay, so you said it this way, dude. And then now we find this out. Okay. And do you know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain. That's like the vibe I'm getting here. This is a card about give and take, about timing, about balance, about things like that. And we get this King of Wands in reverse. So, remember, this King of Wands keeps showing up in Tati's camp. And it keeps showing up as either Tati's husband or the partner, Clark Swanson. To me, I'm like, why would this card be showing up here? Is there a connection somehow to what's going on with Katie Joy and what was being alleged in Clark Swanson's complaint? There's something here. I don't know if Clark or any person that works for him, with him, around him, has had any correspondence with Katie Joy, or if Clark or anybody that works with him or around him has been a fan of / supporter of / watches or watched Katie Joy's stuff and used anything that she said or used anything that she found or, followed up on some of those things to try to dig deeper or something. There's some kind of a weird connection there. I'm seeing a lot of secrets. There's stuff going on that's hidden. There are things that will come to light. Again, we have this Six of Swords. This is that things are going to come out. People on the internet are going to become aware of these things, just like this Moon card in reverse said. And we're going to find out some interesting things. And it looks like we're going to find out some interesting things about some person here. This Knight of Cups makes me think of a male. Could be a male energy, as in somebody who's just very ambitious and forward moving, assertive, but it could be an actual male, some person, some guy that Katie Joy is kind of involved with, tied to something around that that might come out. Like, I don't know if there's some correspondence with a guy that around this case that might come out and be like, oh, well, that's interesting to add this to the conversation or what. But something like that coming up around here. That, okay, just when I say she, I know we're talking about two women here. So she, as in Katie Joy, feeling like, ooh, yeah, this is what I got. I got some information. This is what I wanted. Like, ooh, I've got something, and I've got something from this person. This Death card upright is technically a Scorpio card, which if we were going to assume that the people who told me without a crystal ball was a Scorpio is right, if we're going to assume they're right, this would be a signifier for her. So I do see her digging for information, not just by like being an internet sleuth or whatever. Like, I see literally digging for information, things like that. And with this Death card, this is like something coming to an end, which could mean like literally, hey, your days of looking into things to a degree that most would consider inappropriate or crossing boundaries or possibly even creepy, those days are over. And again, all of this is all legit, right? Ooh, so see, here we go again. A messenger card, and then this is another card that came up about Clark Swanson previously. So again, allegedly, there's something there's some connection between Clark and Katie Joy. I don't know if it is a personal, like, hey, I know you and I speak with you connection, or if it's some kind of degrees of separation or something like that. But there's some kind of a connective thing going on here between them, or between their stances. And here we go again with that damn King of Wands coming up in here in his little position. In one of my previous readings on the Without a Crystal Ball situation, back before people were speculating anything, I kept seeing this guy coming up, and I'm like, why am I getting the Tati guy, the ex-partner guy, and Without a Crystal Ball, and them coming up in that same reading together several times? And I'm like, have they spoken? Have they interacted? Have they shared information? Have they, or maybe somebody associated with him speaking to Without a Crystal Ball or something like that? And I was just speculating on it, wondering why I kept seeing that come up. And here we go again. So I don't know if that has been confirmed yet, but I feel like there's some sort of either involvement from him Without a Crystal Ball, or some kind of a way that they've spoken before, or somebody he's affiliated with spoken to her before, or that she reached out to him, or that he looked into her work, or something. Like, there's some kind of a connection here, and it's come up in past readings, and here it is again. So I'm gonna damn say it. I'm gonna say it. All right, y'all. So what do you think? Thing after thing after thing after thing after thing. If I did proof videos on all these Tati and drama videos, good God, I'd have a ton of them. I don't like I said, I don't know if I have time for all that shit. But if you'd like a private reading with me, again, the description box below is my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. You can schedule a private reading. We've got lots of different options there. And yeah, I need to take my pajama wearing, no makeup, having ass out of here, and do something else productive. I need to get going. So I'm gonna head on out. Thank y'all for being here, and don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, love you, minute. Bye, love you, minute. Bye, y'all.